Hello guys, this is Blaze, and we're doing another Blaze haul video. Man, it's been a long time since I said that. 3 years, over 3 years since I made my last Blaze haul video. My third Blaze haul video was back in December 2021, if I remember correctly. So yeah, over a year now. So this first of all, this would be a 500 subscriber celebration. So first of all, I would like to thank everyone who subscribed to me and even just watch my videos for like all the support over the years. Been doing YouTube for like 4 years. But before I did have a bond, I was around 260, 270 subscribers if I remember correctly. Then once those videos regarding have a bond appeared, it shot my subscriber count to 500. So yeah, thank you very much. And because of that, and rather, HBR is my favorite gacha, and yeah, simple enough. I really want to make more videos on it. So and these kinds of videos that I make recently, those are like learning experience for me. Doing those shit and learning more about units I don't own. Definitely. And yeah, okay. So to get back on topic, a bit of backstory. Yeah, I made this channel like 4 years ago, and started uploading it during the pandemic, the early pandemic days. Yeah, okay. So I intended this channel as like a kind of everything. I don't want to stick to one kind of content. Like I just want to do what I want. Like I'm doing this. I upload when I want to. Doing this for the love it for the game. I don't have any intentions um of like making this like a career. Ultimately, this is gonna be a hobby. I don't think YouTube is like that full time for me. So yeah, content creation in general. But I do enjoy making content. Um, yeah, I'm sweating, probably because of the lights over here. But okay, so this is yeah. This is gonna be a lot of yapping for me. This video is gonna be like probably an hour long. My bad if this because like this is 3 years worth of stuff I bought. 3 years worth of stuff. Seeing it all here. Well, not actually all here. There's some that I can't um I can't really show right now because for example, what I'm showing on screen right now is like one of my favorite merch ever. It's the shirt from 99, one of my favorite series. It's Don't Want to Work. Definitely my mood. This worn by a character, one of my favorite characters, Yukinoa, and man, I love wearing wearing the shirt. It's so me. It's so me. It's so fucking me. And yeah, that's just an example of the merch I got, but I won't show in this video because yeah, because yeah, they're sure they're probably in the laundry or something. But yeah, okay. So this placeholder video, there's gonna be four main categories: light novels, manga. These are JP novels. Okay, manga. All of these are manga. Then CDs and art books. I really expanded my merch collection compared to the third Blaze Haul video, where I was just collecting novels and manga and a bit of miscellaneous stuff. Now I expanded my collection, even these figures on the back right there. Uh, uh, this you can ignore that. Okay, so let's get to the light novel first. Let's get to the JP light novels. This actually, I was supposed to include this in the third Blaze Hall video if I remember correctly, but they are rather yeah yeah I probably just because it arrived like a week after I uploaded it that I wasn't able to include it, but yeah. I have here volume 11 of Danmachi. I also have the English version here. Okay, give me a sec. Like here's like a comparison of the JP and English version. Yeah, it's really fucking cool to see to read this in Japanese. Awesome, very awesome. Got this for cheap too, so yeah, worth the purchase. I really like Danmachi, especially like this as well. The first volume of the Waru Machisuno Index, or sorry, Magical Index. Love this series. Toru's just one of my favorites. I hope to get like the Old Testament omnibus in the next year or three, hopefully. Just in the future, I just want to get like it in English. That omnibus looks fucking epic. I want to have it in my collection one day. I love Toaru, love Danmachi, and yeah, just like I love it. I love these light novels. Okay, let's move on. In the third Blaze Hall, I did collect. I started collecting Tenshi-sama. And I'm even now I'm a big fan. Three years later, I'm a massive big fan. So shout out to my podcast that I'm doing with a friend, Malachi, where we discuss the newest Tenshi-sama volumes whenever the fan translations finish, and yeah, even then I'm really liking the developments, especially like romance. Romance is like the main factor. When it comes to Tenshi-sama, it's a larger than life story. Romance setting, like, man. Okay. Oh wait, my bad. So, I collected volumes 1 and 2 in Blaze Hall number 3, and excluding volume 8, which I think releases this month, but I won't be able to get it until next year. Obviously. I got the rest. Volumes 3 with actually all of these covers are Mahiru related. Volume 3, volume 4. Okay, volume 3 right there. Love it. Volume 4 and volume 5. Two of my favorite volumes in the series. Fucking love them. If you know the content, you know what happens. Though if you watch season 1 of the anime, for volume 4, you already know what happens there. Volume 5.5, volume 6, love these as well. Volume 7, I think this is where what do you call this? The maid Mahiru. So this was during the school festival, I think, if I remember correctly. Okay, oh my god, I love Tenshi-sama, and I will continue to be supporting this series. And yeah, I just love this series. Sugar. One thing I would describe this series is just pure sugar diabetes. Highly recommend if you love romance and all that. Giggle. Makes me giggle like a motherfucker. Okay. Next, quite a, what you call this? After the anime, I had a strained relationship with this series, though. It's just because I haven't read this. I haven't read this consistently since volume 6 came out, and there's like, if I remember correctly, 11 volumes in JP. I don't know how many fan translated volumes there are, but when it comes to the English release, there's 8 available. If I remember correctly, I had Volume 1 and Volume 2 of the series on Blaze Hall number 3, and that is none other than Detective is Already Dead. So, this series, just peak. I love the characters. I love the storylines with Spez and this ongoing threat that I'm not gonna say, but yeah, love the cast. Love Kimihiko, Nagisa, Siesta, Charlotte, Saikawa, etc. Love them, and heartfelt stories. What Volume 2, man, they did that shit dirty in the anime. Christ. Volume 5, genuinely peak fiction right there. But yeah, Volume 6. Yeah, Volume 6, more of a yeah. Okay, so let's just see the covers right there. See a second Hiko, love that. Ooh, love this as well. Look at that. What you got? Omibusu has some amazing art of Tanmoshi. Like, they just fucking one of my favorite artists even now. So beautiful, such beautiful illustrations, and yeah. I'm not the right guy to describe this series well without a script, but yeah. Next is one of the surprises anime of the year, Gimai Sekatsu, or My Days as a Stepsister. I have volumes 1 and 3 right here. I don't have volume 2, sadly. Volume 4 as well. It's probably gonna be next year, if I collect them. And yeah, one of my surprise animes of the year. I love how they adapted the light novels. This is something that it made me collect the light novels in the first place. If the anime adaptation was shit, I would have not collected it. But like, after watching the anime, which I highly recommend, like even if you don't read the novel, watch the anime. It's one. If you're fine with the slow pace, atmospheric tone of the show, which it's what encompasses what I think a light novel version of this anime would be, then I highly recommend it if you don't mind those kinds of animes or those kinds of series. Despite the weird ass title, Days with My Stepsister, or I would call it Gimai Sekatsu. It's one of the best stories. Quite realistic as well. Like it's hard to I can't really not gonna say anything. But yeah, it's one of my favorites. It's just to summarize, it's one of my favorites. The next series that I got is quite a rare find, The Empty Box and Seroto Maria. So this series is quite rare to find. Well, not really quite rare. They can be easily find, but like their prices are quite up, going up. I got 4 out of the 7 volumes. This series is completed years ago. I completed it during those early volumes. I don't know if not sure if probably just gonna ignore that. I think I didn't show one, or I didn't show any volumes until now. Not even Blaze Hall number 3, if I remember correctly. Probably gonna be fair and all that, but yeah. And The Empty Box and Seroto Maria is one of my favorite psychological mystery, like thriller, and I can't I can't describe this series without spoiling, but yeah, it's one of my favorites, like genuinely. I'm looking forward to get volume 3, Volume 5, and Volume 7. I wait for the day I can get all of these and reread Empty Box and Santa Maria in its physical glory. When it comes to collecting books, the physical experience is unmatched. You can't do that in like reading on your phone or your laptop and all that. The physical experience is unmatched as a reader. And next up is gonna be the large ones. Definitely sure I haven't collected this 3 years ago, and that would be the Arifureta series. So this is one of the series I also talk about with Malachi on the podcast. This series is about a edgy edgy isekai protagonist, Hajime Nagamo, and just his development throughout the light novels, one of the best. Honestly, while I wouldn't consider this like a masterpiece, I would I would like, there's some parts in this series that I would definitely admittedly would call it peak fiction. I love the world, love the characters, I love the developments, and I'm going through the after story bit by bit if I have free time, especially now with Christmas break and all that. Man, we like this series. So let's get to the covers. This is the main story. Not all of it, but yeah, this is up to the last part, the last one of the main story, volume 13. So I'm missing volumes 1 to 3 and 7. So 4 volumes left till I finish this collection. Volume 14 comes out. That would start the after story, which well, I say after story, I'm talking about the after story web novel version. The after story light novel version will release, the first volume, which is Arifureta Volume 14, will release on Christmas Day, if I remember correctly. So December 25th. This is season 1 stuff with volume 4 with Kaori as the cover. Season 2 stuff with volume 5 having Shizuku and volume 6 having the Eri. Not gonna say anything about that. Volume 8 with, this is season 3 stuff, I would assume, because 16 episodes. So through what as of this recording, we're entering volume 9 with 7 episodes left. So I would assume volume 7 to 10 will be the adapted volumes of season 3. I don't have volume 7, like I said. Volume 8 with Shea, one of my favorite volumes in the series, and quite a chunky one at that. Christ, 450 plus volumes. Jesus Christ. Volume 9 with Shizuku, one of my favorite volumes as well. Love her, love Shizuku. Volume 10, peak. But and we get to the final arc, the last stretch of the main story, volume 11 with TOS cover, volume 12 with Kaori, and volume 14 with Yue as the final cover. Love it. Peak fiction. Nothing else to say, but it's definitely peak fiction to me. Like I admittedly I wouldn't call it a masterpiece, but I would say it's a peak fiction series. It might not be like the masterpiece series that I would just enjoy. Just enjoy. But it's a series that I absolutely adore, and I want to talk about it more with my friend Malachi as time goes on with Arifureta and all that. Oh god. I need to return this in place because cleaning this up is gonna be a mess. Okay. Next up on the list, having collected this as well. Same with Arifureta. started less than 3 years ago when I started collecting this, and this is none other than Spirit Chronicles, volumes, or rather omnibuses 1 to 11. So, omnibus is a collection of volumes. So, each omnibus has 2 volumes each. This contains volumes 1 and 2, with the latest one available, Omnibus 11, having volume 21 and volume 22. Whew, this is getting a earful. So, Spirit Chronicles is one of my favorite series ever. Like I would say yeah, I would rate it like a 10 out of 10 and all that. Like overall as a series, well, I its readability is just amazing. Every time I look forward to rereading stuff from this series, and man, just reminiscing. Like my previous reread was like last month, if I remember correctly. Man, that was amazing to reread all of these. So this is the starting point, volume 1, with Rio, Celia, and Miharu as the cover. Volume 2 would be Rio and Latifa. This is the start. This is where Rio goes to the Yagumo region with Rio, her cousin, and Sayo. And this is where they I'm not gonna give descriptions. I'm just gonna say the covers with Rio, Miharu, and Aisha. This were I'm not gonna say. And one of my favorites, my favorite ship in the series, Rio and Celia. This is the Silver Bride arc, one of my favorites. And my second favorite my second favorite ship in the series, Rio and Desolate, with volume 6. So volume 5, in the anime they skipped volume 4. They adapted it in season 2, which made quite a timeline, quite a separate timeline from what the light novels are. And yeah, so season 1 was like volumes 1 to 3, and volume 5 definitely just to make a satisfying conclusion, because volume 5 has that, and volume 4 is like a cliffhanger, if anything. Omnibus season 2 would have volume 4, the anime version, which creates a anime version of timeline because they rearranged the events. Volume 6 from Omnibus 3, and volume 7. It's what I would assume, because like we're like one episode left and they're nearing the end of volume 7. And see, if we ever have a season 3, it would be volumes 8. This is Miharu and Aisha. Oh yeah, this is Rio and Flora. It feels like a harem series to you, doesn't it? Like, I would say it's definitely cliche. Like, I admittedly, it's definitely cliche, but the author is quite excellent. I would say, just in my opinion, how he writes this series, like, it's interesting. Like, some will say it's kind of boring because yeah, minimal action. It's mostly just dialogue and all that. But like that it's where the characters interact. To me, it's just like engaging. Like the author makes it engaging, not boring, and yeah, it's that kind of series. But even then, like the plot moves forward faster than you think. It flows by. So this is Rio and Satsuki, Rio and Miharu. I think only 2 volumes in this series wouldn't have Rio as the cover. So and those are in these omnibus. We're going to, yeah, volume 10. This is another Peak Fiction volume. if I remember correctly, volumes 5, 10, volumes 5. I wouldn't say volume 7 would be like a 10. Volume so like volume 5, I would consider 10 out of 10 volumes. Volume 5, volume 10, volume 14, and volume 20. Maybe I would put volume 25 on the table. Yeah. Yeah, that's. I mean, this series is just amazing. This here with Flora and Christina. I'm looking forward to the latest developments when. So currently, me and Malachi are on volume 26. We talked about it and we are very excited for Christina's development. Can't wait. Volume, oh yeah, for some reason they didn't have this as the cover. This was volume 11. Usually they have the odd number volumes as the cover. Though with this, it would be the even cover. Huh, weird. But yeah, Celia and Rio, love them. And Christina and Rio. Oh, this. The Amethyst Sisters. Flora, Christina, Rio, and Peak Fiction, volume 14. Ash and Rio. If you know the content, you know. Volume 14 is just Peak Fiction. Volume 15. Lisolette and Rio, love them so much. Volume 16, one of the Rio-less covers. Tifa and Miharu, quite a chill volume. Volume 17 starts the Saint arc with Erika and Rio. Volume 18 with Ari and Rio. Volume 19, MIA. If you know, you know. Christina, for fuck's sake. Celia, Orphelia, Alma, and Sarah. And 120, Peak Fiction. Quite an insane twist. It blows my mind to this day. Volume 20 with Rio and Aisha. Peak. And the recently, or rather, I don't know if it's recent. Yeah, definitely not recent release, but yeah, I think you get my point. The newest release of the Omnibus. Volume 21, with Rio, Sora, and Rio Zero. Love them. You can see the difference from Volume 1. Love it. So, Spirit Chronicles, one thing I would like to say, J Novel Club, release Volume 12, please. You already have Volume 22 and Volume 24 translated, man. Release those bitches. I would fucking buy it immediately. This is how excited I am about this series and the future developments. I just wanted it physically. I already read it digitally and it's all. So in the Blaze Hall video number 3, I would I started collecting Day Life. This one of the first. I don't know. Honestly, my mind is a fucking haze right now. I don't know if it's Tuaru or Day Life. That was my first light novel. Or rather, my first light novel volume was SEO Progressive Volume 1. And but I stopped there for a while. My first light novel series is either Tuaru or Day Life. But it's been like 4 years. And since Blaze Hall number 3, Yem Press licensed Day Life, really appreciate that. And since then, we got 12 volumes, almost halfway through the entire. Oh, not actually halfway. Thought it was 26 volumes. Never mind, 22. So we're over halfway through the series, and since then, 3 years ago we had volumes 1, 2, and 3 available. Now we have up to volume 12. This is season 1 stuff. Volume 4 with Kotori. Right there, love her, Besimoto. Volume 5 with the twins, with the Yamai sisters, Kage and Yusuru. Volume 6 with Miku. This is season. Oh yeah, Volume 5 starts season 2 up to Volume 7. That's season 2 content. Miku, one of my favorites back then. Though she's really fallen off the rankings late since then. But yeah, Volume 7 Toga. This is quite a peak fiction volume. Honestly, even here, like volume 7, what did I say, volume 8, 9, and 10? 10, 11, 12 would be peak fiction. Yeah. 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 If I reread them, I'll definitely further. But it's been quite a long time since I read them. Well, but since my first reread, I rather first read through this series, and yeah, this is it. This starts season 3 stuff. Volume 8 with Natsumi, her dot and true forms. Okay, volume 8, volume 9. Oh, quite a spoiler, but season 3 stuff with one of my favorite arcs in their life, the Angel arc, or the Angel arc, or is it the Origami arc? I'm contemplating, but yeah, one of the best designs by Sunako Origami, and Inverse. Christ, Sunako just cooked. I'll be mentioning Kurako later because yeah, you'll see eventually. And volume 12, Shiro cover, amazing. Love Shiro there. Yeah, the Life continues to be one of my favorite series. Top 6, I would say. Though if it's just light novels, definitely like top 3, or even top 2. It's consistently one of my favorites, and I love it to bits. And since it stood like the test of time, I still like this series a lot. Despite being one of my first, a lot of my first reads have fallen down the rankings. Toru and Day Life being the only survivors left of what I've read back, at least in 2021, if I remember correctly, that are still in the top 10. Yeah, quite resilient. Day Life is timeless to me, and I would definitely love it forever. Yeah, quite an extreme, huh? Okay, next up, Danmachi. Oh, with season 5 airing right now. Yeah, season 5 is airing right now. And yeah, okay. Oh, wait. This is out of order. Okay. So, I started out with volume 2. There's quite a neat backstory. This was like, I bought this quite cheap alongside, if I remember correctly, volume 1 of Ser Tomaria. Yeah, and this where like I started collecting the Machi volumes. I expect to collect them, but got like let's see, there's like 20 volumes in JP. I think volume 80, 20 volumes in Japanese. Yen Press series up to volume 18 if I remember correctly, and I'm collecting 8 out of the 20 available volumes so far. This series is not gonna end. But we're onto the final part of the main series. I call it main series because Sword Oratoria exists. But yeah, volume 3. Oh yeah, okay. With Bell and
5 minutes later.
With Bell and Lily. My brain had a freeze there. Volume 3 with Ice and Bell. Ship them. Oh. I got the Senos arc volumes. Volume 9 with Vine. Season 3. They might have not done Season 3 justice, but yeah. In the light novels, quite epic. Especially if you read these alongside Sword Oratoria Volume 10. The interconnection between them, it makes the Xenos arc one of my favorite arcs in all of fiction. Volume 10 with cool ass shot of Bell. Volume 11 as well. Like, look at this, quite awesome. Yeah, I love geeking about Damachi, but these volumes were for once the truly great adaptation is season 4 of Danmachi, both part 1 and part 2. 22 episodes, only adapted 3 volumes, with volume 14 having like 10 or 11. Deserve for one of the longest light novels by page count. Volume 12, volume 13, this is the Dungeon Expedition arc. Love this series. This is like a, I bought this at, or like rather, my parents bought it for me at my birthday, volume 17. Yeah. Belle's been through a lot of shit. If you have seen season 5, I'm definitely not watching that piece of shit. After season 4, I don't want to ruin the image of Danmachi again. Terrible quality. But yeah, okay. Move on to another one of my favorite series. Despite having concluded with volume 26, I only have 6 volumes of this series. I'm intending... Honestly, all of these... I read.
5 minutes later.
So, despite having 6 volumes of the 26, honestly, all of these I'm intending to collecting to the end. Danmachi isn't done, so I don't know the volume count. Probably like 25 to 30. Day Alive as well, up to volume 22. I'm collecting all of it. Spirit Chronicles, I don't know how long this is gonna run. Because like the current arcs are interesting enough to me that it justifies continuing up to this point. Really love how the story is progressing, and I hope the author cooks up to the end. Artfureta, with After Stories out, I don't know how many volumes this is gonna get. After Stories is like over twice the bulk of the main story, from what I've seen of the web novel. And Hakumari, I'm definitely collecting all 7 volumes. Like I said before, Danmachi, I don't know how long this is gonna run. I haven't saw the shit. I haven't read volume 8 yet, and anything past that. So yeah, Tenshi-sama, I don't know how long that's gonna run, but keep as long as the quality of the sugar gives me diabetes. I need insulin kind of shit. And as long as it does not get repetitive with the content it presents to me as a reader, and just to the audience, I'll be continue supporting this shit. And Mushoku Tensei, yeah. Okay, so for volume 1, quite a story volume with the fam plus Roxy and Sylvie. Volume 9, collected the season 2 stuff with Rudy and Sylvie. This is the first part. Loving them. Honestly, I'm very much conflicted. What's like my favorite dynamic? Would it be Sylvie and Rudius with like with like season 2 part 1, or later on with Eris? With season volume 2 to volume 6, that would be like episode 4, if I remember correctly, to like the last episode of season 1. And later on when volume 15. Okay. Yeah. Volume 12, Peak Fiction. If you this is where they go through the dungeon. If you watch season 2 part 2, or season 2 second core, if I remember correctly. Yeah, you already know how this one is gonna go. Volume 14 and volume 15. Volume 15. Can't wait for this to be adapted to season 3. I'm very excited for it. I'm very, very much excited for it. And yeah, that's all for the light novels. Christ, that's quite a lot. I want to stretch out my fucking legs. Holy shit. Okay, let's get to the manga. Quick rundown. Since I collected it, I'm intending to like start collecting Takamine-san more. I don't know how this is gonna go. I haven't read it since like 3 years 2 to 3 years ago, and since then, I know there's been a lot of chapters that have been released, and very excited. Like, kind of ironically horny about it, but at the same time very interested in how it's gonna go. Hopefully it does not like go into a direction I don't like. That's just hope. And we got the manga adaptation of Tenshi-sama. Love it. This manga adaptation, man, I really love this manga adaptation. Just simply amazing. It like what the anime lacks, the manga can give you. Sugary goodness, amazing art by One Shibata, and yeah, I recommend. Honestly, even if you read the light novel, reading the manga, I would definitely recommend. Like, as a Tenshi-sama fan, I would prefer it if you're gonna experience two mediums for Tenshi-sama. I'd rather have you on the light novels and manga rather than the light novels and the anime. And I don't know if I collected this or talked about this before, but I have Boys Ko Juliet, volumes 1 and volume 12 respectively, of our two main leads, Romeo and Persia. Romeo and Juliet, but yeah, I love this series. I want to collect the entire manga someday. Hopefully, yeah. It's gonna be quite a dream, and yeah, I love the series. I'm hoping for like a third. If I reread this again, would it be my third reread of Boys Ko Juliet? Yeah. I think this is my favorite manga of all time. Yeah. Manga section. I also started collecting the Bakemonogatari manga. Love the art by Ogreto. Looking forward to collecting more of this in the future. It's definitely like what you call this? It's definitely not a priority, but I would love to intend to collect all of this someday. The manga ended with like volume 22, if I remember correctly. The translation is already out, but by the time I get to it, I'm sure the price is gonna be insane. Probably would regret not collecting it sooner, but yeah. Okay, but the one thing that I was either way late to collecting would be Umineko. Holy god. Got 2 of the... How many volumes? 31? Yeah, I think 31. 31 of these bad boys. I'm not collecting all 31 volumes unless I'm like super rich and start buying the shit off of, or unless it gets a reprint. Hopefully it gets a reprint. Yeah, please give Umineko a reprint, even though I won't have that much money. Please, like, collecting Umineko, collecting all of the Umineko manga, to me would be like getting Beatrice's gold. If you know, you know. Okay, that's it for the manga section.
5 minutes later.
Oh Christ, we are... Oh my god. Okay. Yapping. I've been yapping for a lot. Okay. But I'll be yapping for like 1 hour 30 minutes longer. Okay. So, next up on the list are, in my last Blaze Hall videos, I collected 2 big dongos. These dongos were like a reference to Clanad, my favorite anime of all time. And while I haven't collected, like, for example, the original soundtrack of Clanad, I haven't read the visual novel of Clanad, but I'm not sure if I'll read it anytime soon, because it brings up memories of sadness. I'm probably gonna cry. I have like a emotional attachment to the clan at anime. It's probably like the reason why. But no, yeah. I'm a vegan reader. I read Lil Busters, all the other key VNs, Planet. I'm not so sure. So, anyways, we got Dango. My bad. We got another Dango. This is Baby Dango. And a little blue Dango. If I remember correctly, this was given to me by a classmate in a Christmas part exchange shit. Really cherish these dongos, and yeah, they're part of the dongo family. Have them on the bed every night. Yeah. Okay. Before I get to the CDs, let's go over some figures. This is by the ones I have is by like Kotobukiya, if I remember correctly. This is the Uto Warirumo no one leaf or one paint and unpainted figures. This is of Hakoro. Hakoro or Hakoro. I'll call him Hakoro. The protagonist of Prelude to the Fallen, or the original Uto Mono game. Basic character. Okay, next up would be the main companions, Iruru and Aruru. Iruru and Aruru. Love them. Love them. Yeah, that's all. That's all. Next up would be the Aruru wasn't given a base, so I made a custom base for her. Yeah, nice me. Next would be Mob Love Alternatives Haruka, by Volks, if I remember correctly. That's the brand. All of these are trading figures, so if you know what trading figure is, you already know. And this was very old. Early to mid 2000s, kind of old. And this is Akane Maniacs Sumika. Sadly, I don't have a base for her, and I don't have enough skills to make a custom base for whatever the holes in her feet or soles of her feet would have. But yeah, Akane Maniacs Sumika. Weird calling it Akane Maniacs, but since it doesn't have the Mauve Love purple alongside it, it's Akane Maniacs. The Akane Maniacs version. Anyways. Okay, let's get to the CDs. So, the new ones that I've collected are CDs. Quite a bit of them, in fact. Shall we get over them, shall we? Okay, let's just get to... Let's get to the unofficial stuff. Okay, these are Dojin albums. So, most of the CDs I collect are like $1 each. So, I got them in bundles. These are, what you call this, Dojin CDs, albums, games, that I've collected during the past 3 years. Mostly they are key stuff. Key related stuff. Key being the visual novel company of Canon, Clannad, Lobusters, Air, and these were during those times. I would assume this is Canon's Ayu and my Canon's Makoto. Then Leaf, the Leaf catalog, Air's Misusu, Miyagi, Tono, and Michiru, and Sayuri from Canon. Then the two heart girls from Leaf. Kill, right? Yo, oh my god, I'm like saying myself as a fake Clannad fan. It's like midnight in time. Tired of shit. Okay, Kyo from Clannad. Air's Misusu. Mother and daughter from Canon. Ayuki and man, my brain is not brain right now. Another Canon featuring Nayuki and Mai. Yeah, it's mostly just key stuff. And this would be, yeah, Canon. No, not Canon. This is White Album and One. Misaki and I haven't read her group. I don't know. I know it's a White Album character, and for some reason I got this Kamen Rider Ryuki. Yeah, I think Ryuki. Yeah, Kamen Rider Ryuki book CD. I don't know what. Yeah. I'm thinking that it's Kamen Rider Ryuki. Anyways, next up. Okay, let's go from bottom to top. I got the Dreamcast of Comic Party by Leaf. Dreamcast game of Comic Party. This. Awesome. Got this bargain. This would be one Misaki. One drama CD, if I remember correctly. One drama CD. This one is Charlotte. One of Jun Merida's 3 anime originals alongside Angel Beats and Kami-sama Day. Charlotte. This is Smells by like an Espresso by oh god. Yeah. And next is features one of my favorite openings of all time. Gate. The first OP of Gate by Kishida Kyokan and the Akeboshi Rockets. Listen to that OP. Fucking amazing. Okay, so next would be a Uto Wadarumono radio CD. A series I'm familiar with the title, but I don't know anything about it. Memories of original soundtrack. The next two are ending songs. The CDs of ending songs of Trinity 7. Underrated series, in my opinion. What do you call this? I want to catch up to the manga someday. Hopefully, once it ends. Next would be the CD of the opening of the first season of Devil's a Part-Timer. Zero by Minami Kuribayashi. Love this. Nostalgia. And next is Memento by Nonok. ReZero's Season 2 Ending 1. The Kurikaesu Toki wo. Yeah. And this is the Kishida Kyokan and Akeboshi Rockets Strike the Blood first OP. Dun dun. Yeah, their tunes are similar, so dun, dun, dun. It's hard to like say right now. And this is another one drama CD. Yeah, if I remember correctly. One remake. Makes me remember I still need to read that. And this is SEO. Adamas. Shining sword, my diamond. The anime cover version. Kirito. But yeah, Adamas by Lisa. Shine. Wait. Yeah, I'm not. That song is so fucking addicting. I have a CD player to listen to all of these. Except for the games, don't have anything to listen to. But yeah, amazing, amazing, just amazing. And we get to the, oh my goodness, I'm getting to the big CD for last. But yeah, okay. The CDs I'll have here are, first of all, the Lil Busters original soundtrack. Love this. Love this. Look at Kumari right there. Beautiful illustration. Look at that. I love Lil Buster so much. One of my favorite soundtracks in all of Key. Just amazing, amazing. Whenever I put it up on the CD player, I know it's gonna be peak fiction. Like, that's how amazing Lil Busters is to me. And my favorite soundtrack in Key, in my opinion at least, some would prefer the Clannad, the Lil Busters soundtrack, but to me, Summer Pockets, alongside being my favorite series of all time, also has my favorite soundtrack of all time. Would be, Summer Pockets. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Summer Pockets original soundtrack. Shiraha and Umi, love them. I'm hoping the anime adaptation for Summer Pocket is good. Please, please, please. I want the Summer Pocket's anime adaptation to be good so fucking bad. Next is Lunaria's original soundtrack. I'll get to getting the deluxe edition later, but yeah, amazing soundtrack. Please, if you're a VN reader, I highly recommend you to read Lunaria Virtualized Moonlight. Amazing. For a short VN of this caliber, a story shouldn't be that good. 10 out of 10. My favorite, Kinetic. The pun there is key, instead of kinetic visual novels. Yeah. And next would be the the CD to Astalo, the Summer Pockets Reflection Blue OP. This houses a bunch of other songs as well. Too lazy to fucking talk about, yeah. And another key album, Girls Dead Monsters Keep to the Beat. This is Yui's album. This is like basically a cover of Girls Dead Monster along with her original songs. All of this is mostly are by Yui, sang by Yui. Why am I contemplating on her name? I've watched and read Angel Beats before. Why am I contemplating? It's midnight. It's definitely because of midnight. And the next two, one of the surprise animes along with Gimai Sekatsu, last season would be Wistoria One-Edged Sword. I'm always looking forward to Wistoria, and I bought the CDs, the OP and ED. Amazing songs by Penguin Research and True. I also have the posters right there. I'll show a B-roll of it, as you can see. But yeah, look at Bill and Alfaria, or rather Elfie. Such amazing duo. Can't wait to see more of them in the manga. Though, whether or not I will collect the manga remains to be seen. Next would be Universe by Masayoshi Oshii, the theme song for Gridman Universe, one of my favorite movies ever. I highly recommend SSS Gridman and SSS Dynazenon, and especially the movie with Gridman Universe. Amazing. Um, if you can get past the kind of kaiju, Ultraman, Power Rangers kind of shit, yeah, so something along those lines. Highly recommend for you to watch the series. It goes by SSS 4S, so SSSS Gridman, SSS Dynazenon, and Gridman Universe. Amazing series, highly recommend them. Amazing stories in the anime as well. Next is a cover of various Key by Minjam. I already had experience with them with Sengoku Rants. Not Sengoku Rants, Kichiko Rants. Amazing, basically remix of basically the edge version of Kichiko Rants. I feel like a fraud. I feel like a fraud when the more I get to these. Okay, next up is the CD to the OPs of the OP of the original Lil Buster's visual novel. Amazing. Dun 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 by Rita. Dun 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 dun. And I think this album is the grand ED of Mob Love Alternative, if I remember correctly. Mob Love, basically the original OP, which also acts as the grand ED of Mob Love Alternative. Amazing. Yeah, Minami Kuribayashi just cooks with Mob Love Alternative. One of my favorite anime OPs of all time. The third season of The World God Only Knows, Secrets of the Goddess. Look at the sky like a bird without wings. This is the season 2 ED, Little Adventure. Season is it season 2 or season 1? I'm very much confused by the two. Yeah, but it goes like like something like that. And we got the Lil Buster's Ecstasy soundtrack. Basically got the main Lil Buster's albums, and we got the mini soundtrack of East 9, Code Red. It includes Kyokala Maxima, one of my favorite tracks in East 9. Great game. Great game, despite the criticisms about it. Okay, next up would be the OP of the animes. The anime version of the original OP of Rewrite, Philosophies. I don't know how to fucking do that. Okay, then next one would be the CD of Lil Buster's Refrains ED. I haven't actually put this on the CD player yet. Maybe later. But yeah. I rather watch Lil Buster's Refrain. I only experienced Lil Buster's Refrain from the visual novel, and man, one of the best of all time. Okay, and last one would be a song. One of the songs here I translated, and I'm looking. I'm hopefully by the end of the year, I get to translate the other song here. It's Mashiroiro Symphony's Sunny Edition Maxi Single. Amazing. I got this. I managed to get this at like a reasonable price considering this was a Comiket exclusive from Palette themselves. So it was not commercial. Basically a Comiket limited. Happy that I got a version that's cheap, even though it's used. Like I love Mashiro Symphony, and I still have Mashiro Symphony stuff. At least one more Mashiro Symphony stuff before I fucking stop gushing about it. I love this series, especially Sun Edition, one of my favorite visual novels I've read this year. Yeah, Sana Inui, you fucking melted my heart. Quite literally. Okay, next up would be should I get to the miscellaneous stuff before I get to the final portion, which are the art books. First would be the Shikishi of Konohana Lucia from Rewrite. Boy, I don't know if this is safe, but I have it out in the open. But yeah, it's just a Shikishi, normal Shikishi. Another pocket watch. I don't know if I featured this in a Blaze haul, but pretty sure this came out. I got this after Blaze haul number 3, so yeah, it was less than 3 years ago. Got a pocket watch featuring Konohana Lucia. Once more, love Lucia from Rewrite. And this is a art frame. This is a draw prize from Ichiban Kuji. I got this as a freebie from one of the merch I got here. Definitely one of the free merch I got. And man, this is probably the best free merch I can ask for. This is literally what I like. Tomorrow is like one of my. I already said tomorrow is like one of my favorite. And like, look at this. Look at the accelerator right there. Amazing, like amazing art frame. But I would literally frame this if I could. If I had money, I could. Yeah. Randomly, I got a Angel Beats DVD for cheap, and honestly, like the cover art is fucking amazing. Look at Yui right there. Like, look at that. This amazing. And this is episodes 5 and 6 of the anime. Since this is Japanese. Hold on. Hey, hold the fuck on. Yeah, this is the Japanese. This is definitely not the English one. I'd be fucking lying. Yeah, I am getting a brain feast. I know it's been an hour. In that fucking timestamp right there. I know it's been a fucking hour. I'm not even looking at how many minutes it's been, but yeah. One of my prized possessions recently is the Lunaria Deluxe Limited Edition. Lunaria is one of my favorite series. Yeah, at least in the top 25 at the very least. And first, I would like to just look at the Shikishi once more. The large ass Shikishi that came along with this. Yeah. Look at Luna Q right there. Oh, so adorable. Fumayun, you make the best illustrations. Look at that. So adorable. Luna Q. Okay, we're gonna get you back. As long I ain't gonna display Luna Q in all of her glory just yet, but yeah, I already unboxed the Lunaria Deluxe Limited Edition before in a recorded video that I probably won't release like a full version of, because like I suck at this is like my first time unboxing a full-on visual novel, so visual novel box, so yeah. It has a lot of stuff that I really appreciate, especially since it's the deluxe limited edition. It has a lot of stuff that like as a Lunaria fan, you definitely should have. I originally got this because I wanted the original soundtrack, but like I'm happy with everything that I've gotten here, and yeah, that's it. Like, I love Lunaria, so yeah, okay. Next would be a game, another game, the PC release of Love, the original Love, because this is Love Unlimited. Yeah, okay. Right. So got Love. This one and this too. Love DA disc. Then a Rumbling Hearts special training card. Yeah. It's Love, baby. It's Love. It's the PC release of Love, to my knowledge. Amazing. No, should get a Japanese computer someday so I can actually play these games. Okay. Last ones are this. Dodge plushie. Nyo. Nyo. Nyo 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 nyo. Dodge is also voiced by Leah, so yeah. She also has a Dodge version of Torino Uta, one of my favorite songs. Then we got Keychains. First would be I'll show it on the screen because I have it on my bag. A Keychains of Wolfoon and Bunny Q. The avatars chibi. Would you say chibi versions of Tibito and Luna Q? Absolutely. Rather big chibi versions based on Luna Q and Tabito-san. And yeah. And another one being Mejirumi Queen from Uma Musume. I wanna hope that someday that someone asks me about those keychains, where are they from, and like I would have this one like, I'm glad you asked, and like I'll show Lunaria and Uma Musume, even though I haven't watched any Uma Musume. I haven't gone into the game of Uma Musume, so yeah, I haven't gone to the manga of Uma Musume. That's what I heard from all that, and yeah, the following keychains are key stuff. With first off with Lil Busters, with Ricky and Rin, my favorite couple. Love them. Childhood friends, always friends, especially Lil Busters for me. Okay, next up is Ruka Kayamori and Erika Aoi. My favorite ship, next to Ruka Yuki. Love them. Love their dynamic, despite only, yeah, if you know, you know. If you know, Evan Mertz, right? Next up would be mouse pads. Surprisingly, it features one of my favorite visual novels. Though it's not considered a favorite, I still love the cast. Quite an enjoyable cast. Wonderful dialogue. Like it's quippy, it's funny. Like soundtrack has two of my favorite songs, OSTs of all time, Fortune and Golden Time, and it's none other than Kinkoi, Golden Lovriche. These mouse pads are of Kiro Lovriche's Sylvia, or Sylvie, as we call her, and best girl, Priya, lover. Yeah. Alright, that's it for all the miscellaneous stuff. We're finally at the last section. We're on to the last stretch. Art books. So, alongside CDs, I also been starting collecting art books. And I quite collected a bunch of them. Considering it's the last stretch, I've been yapping for like an hour and a half at this point. If I if I see the footage, it's probably like an hour and a half at this point. But yeah, okay, got my breath. Let's get into it. First up, quite a big one. Blue Archive's original artworks 2. Not gonna name the character. Terror. That's all you need to know. So I started Blue Archive, if I remember correctly, back in April, despite my what you call this, my like with Arc Knights in the beginning. I'm reluctant to say the very least of starting a gacha game. Though I only read the story through YouTube. I started playing Blue Archive, specifically JP, when this character was playable. When this character was playable, I started JP like a motherfucker because she's my favorite character of all time. My favorite character of all time. My favorite character in all of Blue Archive. Yeah. Okay. So, official artworks number 2 is interesting because volume 1 I wouldn't buy because this is more for main story enjoyers like me. Not really like into all the students. Yeah, I'm a fraud ass sensei. I know. But like I love the main story of Blue Archive. It's just amazing. Like one of the best series I've read this year. Like main story alone. Oh my god. Just looking at it. Oh god, I can't show this. Dun 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 dun. Okay, this is the prologue. I can show this at least with Shale, with Rin and Arona. Just looking back on all of this with Abydos, with game development, developer department. Love you, Aris. Love you so much. And with Eden 3D, one of the best. Dun, 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 dun. With Volume 4, with Rabbit Squad, Volume F, unforgettable experience. Once in a lifetime even. This shit is everything to me. Like these CGs, looking back at it, it's like you're listening to Luminous Memory. If you know the soundtrack, Luminous Memory, and just listening to. If I grow old, listening to Luminous Memory and reading this again, man, it's gonna shed a tear to my eyes. And yeah, next one. Mashiro Symphony. Colorful Symphonia. This is a doujin by Itsote, or rather by Izumi Subasu. This is her doujin circle. Mashiro Symphony. So this features Airi and Sana. Or rather, Sena and Sana. But yeah, Airi and Sana. Fuck. Their names are similar because Sena and Sana. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing else to talk about. Like I already gushed about my Shiro Symphony earlier, and this is the heroine archive of SSS Gridman. So this is a art book. Oh my! Like look at the detail. Yeah, I should put this back. Look at the detail. If you know, quite the implication over there, man. What an implication you're showing us. Look at it. Rika Nakane. Once I get this art book out of the way, oh god. Dun, 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 dun. It reminds me of the Gridman AD. Oh yeah, I also got this poster. Should I hang it or not? I don't know. Love Gridman. This is why I bought this in the first place. Volume 1. Look at that. look at the cast right there with Rika, Kane, Yuta, and yeah, etc. etc. Heroine Archive. So basically a bit of an art book at the same time. Even here it's like a manga-like style. But yeah. I'm not really good at explaining what yeah, I'm a terrible explainer on what these are, but most of these are art books. This is a magazine, featuring Dinoceron. This includes anime details, or basically a fan book, or a visual fan book of some sort. But this is for Dinoceron. Look at the main cast right there. And well, not gonna get to the back part. That's a spoiler in and of itself. It features like the episodes of the anime. Yes, this is a mecha series, along with kaijus and all that. Yeah. And next two would be by Misaki Kurehito. Fine and Flat. Misaki Kurehito is the illustrator of How to Raise My Boring Girlfriend, or Saikano. Saikano, one of my favorite series, or rather, one of my favorite animes ever. Saikano has some wonderful illustrations. Let's go from Flat. I fucking tear up when fucking looking at this, because like this features all of the light novel illustrations, all the anime visual arts, etc. etc. So like for example, this was the novel, for example. This is Eriri. Kasumigawa Kauta. So adorable. Let's see like a good illustration that full double spread, I mean. Like a good double spread. Okay. That's sorry for like a, yeah. This is peak female. This is peak female character right there. Love you, Megami Kato. Love you. I have your figure as the Holy Grail. That's more than I can ask for in a lifetime. That's more than I can ask for in a lifetime. And fine, this is the movie. This has the light novel, the final few, the second half, I would assume, of the light novels. Oh my god, Saikano, you are truly the greatest of all time. The movie, holy shit, like a full ass visual of Megami right here. Saikano just brings like a level of investment in me, man. Like reading the interviews that's part of these art books, etc. etc. Man, I'm just amazed with how wonderful Misaki Kurito's illustrations are with Saikano. Man, I love Saikano. I love Saikano so much. Well, I wanna hope the light novel gets translated in English, but if not, might be a tall task. But I want to translate that. Yeah, something like that. Though Pretty sure there's probably like a translation of it on the internet somewhere. Because if so, I probably won't translate it personally. But yeah. Okay, next up. Ooh, quite a bit. Can I show this? No, no. Where's it? Yes. Oh my god, can I cannot show this. Oh god, everything here is suggestive. It's either you get the tummy or the boobs. Honestly, if you're gonna get the monetized one as well. So this is Yummy Tummy, art book by Mignon, one of my favorite. The what I call the tummy god. The tummy god. Amazing artists. Like how they draw the skin tones of their character designs. Fucking amazing. I have a figure of one of her original concept characters on the way. I'm still paying that shit off. Gonna pay that off by next year, but hopefully before that figure releases, and I can't wait to have her. It's such an amazing figure, and adapts her original their original art style very well. Like look at this, look at Ichigo, the way they draw the skin tones, amazing. Like I call them the tummy god because they are focused on the tummy. This art book is called Yummy Tummy for a reason. They are really dedicated to the tummy. Yeah. Okay. Next up would be Konami Artworks. Konami Artworks. I know them. I have known Konami's because of Liar Liar, though I haven't watched the anime of that. I only read volume 1, but yeah, I love how they draw the characters. It's pretty cute, pretty amazing art, I would say. Konami Artworks. I'm not sure. Yeah, it says here that I know there's a Liar Liar art book somewhere, but I'm probably not gonna get it. Though I really love Konami's art, but so I'll probably get it in the future. And yeah. Next would be the visual fan book of Kinkoi Loveriche and Kinkoi Loveriche, Hiro Loveriche, and Hiro Loveriche Golden Time. So this is a visual fan book at the same time an art book of the characters. What the fuck can I show here? The first few pages are, oh my god, okay, this is awesome enough. Here's Sylvia. Here's Sylvia. Cute. Very cute. So this shows like descriptions of the storylines, each scenes. Yeah, like a bit of interview with the staff and all that. Good stuff. Next up. Okay. Next up would be Korone Mishima, not Natsume. Thinking of Natsume because of it's the author's name, if I remember correctly. This is Korone Mishima, otherwise known as the illustrator for the original Konosuba light novels. I got both the first and second art books from them. And I also read Konosuba from start to end. It's fun looking. Like Saikano, though unlike Saikano, which I haven't read fully, I read Konosuba up to its conclusion, and I will say this art book it evokes such a feeling to me that so Konosuba is like it's a fun anime. It's a fun anime between these four main idiots right there, and like looking back on the stories that they have told over time, and just up to the final volume of the light novel, it's definitely something that I wouldn't forget. Like their adventures will continue, and like even then, like how the light novels, like it's such a nice way to conclude the story, but at the same time, where's my sequel? Where's my volume 18? Where's my after story and all that? There's some plot lines that still need to be addressed and all that. Okay. Next up would be the HBR official fan art book. This features fan arts from Heaven Burns Red. Honestly, I collected the art books, every art books for Heaven Burns Red. I haven't collected the manga though, the 4 Koma one. It doesn't have a manga adaptation, but yeah, it features a lot of the fan art. For example, this is from the summer event of 1.5, yeah, 1.5 anniversary, featuring Summer Tama or Tama SS4, and yeah, Tama SS4, and Yuina's SS3, Summer Yuina. Amazing arts. It also like features some of my favorite artists, like my mutual Mitsuna, even like Hiten, illustrator of Gimai Sekatsu is also here. So it's really nice to see all these different artists just collected together in just into this one short art book that features different artists and how much support HBR has. I really appreciate, and hopefully all of them continue to draw HBR in the future. Anyways, next up are the two big guns, the HBR official art works. I'm a big fan, as you can tell. Christ, it's hard to hold this. I can kill a person with this, with how big these books are. Holy shit! 400 pages of fiction, of peak fiction, man. So, the official artworks features what you call this, the character models, a bit of the style of the memorias or styles of HBR. It features how they do the animations even. Like look at this. Look at Yuki's how they draw Yuki's. It's amazing. It's amazing how they all draw these art books. Volume 2 here is more on both both the animations on the serif, how the concept of them was made, but it also includes it's more of an art book with the story CGs, the main story, event story. Yeah, I would recommend this to every HBR player. Both. Just get both. Like unlike with Blue Archive, which I barely like play the game, and not really interested in any of the students besides the ones that are in the main story. Though all of them are the main story, but like minimal roles and all that shit. Yeah. Or not at all, but yeah. I think you get my point. I like Hebabon more, and for any Hebabon player, highly recommend to get these in your collection someday. These are epic. Next up, oh Christ, okay, now I'm not. So I got the Melon books, or my bad, Gamers limited edition of the Day Live Spirits art book. So this should be like the first half of the light novels. To my knowledge, Sunako is just an amazing artist. I already gushed about Sunako before, but yeah, she's such an amazing artist. I'm not gonna show the the visual here. Or should I? Should I? Yeah, maybe I should. Okay, let me just. Okay. Here's like how it looks. Yeah, that's all you're gonna get. This too. I'm glad to have the limited edition of this art book specifically. Love Day Life. And lastly, finally, last one. Okay. Amadou Tatsuki's artworks. This features a bunch of leaf related works. The first being the first thing you see being of Kuon from Utawari Mono's the Mass Duology. Second Goddam. Kuon, one of my favorites. The visuals for Mass of Deception and Mass of Truth right there. Such a callback. It feels like a callback. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Oh my god. It's oh my god. Oh my god. I feel oh my. I've been sitting here for like 2 hours yapping and yapping. We're done. Okay. Honestly, if you made it this long, thank you for watching to my yapping for 2 hours straight, flexing my collection that I've collected for 3 years. I'm amazed with how much I collected and scared of the financial decisions I fucking made over the years. But unlike the series or the books that I purchased in the previous Blaze Halls, most of these or almost all of this I won't intend to sell again. Unlike the previous books that I've collected, I'm fully committed to someday to someday collecting every single volume, completing the collection of all these series. I will get Hakumari and all the rest, like other rest of the series I mentioned, and yeah, that's all. 3 years of collecting. I know it's gonna be 2 hours of yapping. 2 hours of yapping. Holy shit. I can't form a condensed sentence right now. Sorry for like the repetitions. This is me unscripted. This is me unscripted. So yeah, that's the end of the video, I guess. Please subscribe with the notification bell so you must my videos. Share with friend and watch these videos next video. So yeah, once again, thank you for the 500 subscriber. 500 for taking me to 500 subs. I'm tired. I'm tired mentioning. I have to clean this up. Probably gonna do it when I wake up. Because holy Christ. No. I'm gonna clean this up. Gonna clean all of this up before I sleep. Yeah. The things I do, man. The next Blaze Hall, hopefully, I need to do next year. I need just 1 year. 1 year at least before the next Blaze Hall. Because I can't do this shit. 2 hours or talking about 3 years worth of collecting. I haven't even like talked about this figure right here, or like the Megami figure that I talked about earlier. Like, yeah. Man, thank you, really, thank you. So yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.